I'm gonna attempt to go through this as fast as I can. You've probably heard a lot about the statistics behind ICE and how many people are being detained and the cities that they're going into and illegal captures, kidnappings, things like that. So just briefly, we're at 75% higher than we were this time last year, right? So obviously there's something going on there, but we're at 91% higher for facilities where people are being detained. And this is the thing that I want to show you. We're using 104 more facilities than we were last year. Where did those facilities come from? Well, in the background, even before Trump came in, there has been lobbying that's been going on, and lobbying specifically by these two different groups here, CoreCivic and Geo Group. You can go and look them up. They're actually on the stock exchange. They are actually invested in crime going up, because the more crime goes up, the more that they can have people being detained. Now, as crime goes down, what do you need to do to make it go back up again? Well, you look for the most vulnerable group that you possibly can, make them offenders, and then start locking them back up again. That's why we have new detention facilities. Again, just to reiterate some of these statistics here, there's been a over 2,000% increase in people with no criminal activity being arrested, right? So we're not actually going after criminals because, again, crime hasn't actually gone up. We just needed an excuse to fill these detention facilities. Well, and you might say, well, they're going to go to whoever the person or the group is that offers the best rate. They're not going to just go to the biggest company out there. No, they're going to go to the person that they actually know, because look at Geo Group, who's gotten more than $1 billion just since Trump started, right? Who's that sitting on their board? Oh, it just so happens to be Donald's kid's hunting buddy. I wonder if they're going to get those contracts. Of course they got those contracts. Again, this is the Geo Group. They're one of the largest private prisons in the country. They still ended up having empty facilities before Trump came back around. This is CoreCivic. They're also one of the largest private prisons in the country, and they had empty facilities before Trump came back around. But now that we're illegally locking up people who are brown, we can go ahead and look at their stocks. And what do we see here? The stocks have gone up massively. So there's new contracts that are being awarded. The stock is going up. The people who are involved here are connected to the administration. You say, well, his hunting buddy, that's not concrete enough. Maybe this one is. What's this down here? Oh, a former Geo Group lobby. I got it blocked out there a little bit, but a former Geo Group lobby, Pam Bondi. Oh my, that's a pretty significant connection. I don't make this video to be sensational. Everything that I showed is obviously backed up by fact. You can see all the sites there. But if you're somebody who has buried your head in the sand about what's going on for the first administration and now for what this regime looks like through Greg Brovino's trench coat, through Kristi Noem's stupid looking cowboy hat, if you have turned away from the list and his name being mentioned 30,000 times on there, this is just another thing to add to the pile. And maybe this, along with the picture of what he did to the Obamas, maybe that is finally enough for you to look at it and say, something isn't right here.